Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of ZA Productions. Today I'm going to be going over the outlook for running backs on the 2025 season, so let's get into it. So I'm going to be breaking up this episode into three categories today. I'm going to be going over the best overall running backs in the league for the 2025 season. I'm going to be going over running backs that have rising stock, and I'm going to be going over running backs that we should all fade this year. Alright, to start off, I'm going to be going over the best running backs you can possibly get. These are just your normal guys that are going to go probably in the first couple of rounds and that you should automatically draft and not really look back. So to start off, I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley, obviously. Ignoring the Madden curse and his age, he's the reigning running back one, and he shouldn't really be overlooked. He is the best running back in the league right now and best for fantasy. So no questions there. For my second running back, I'm going with Devon Achane. Not really a surprise either. Maybe two is a little high, but he is such an explosive running back. He creates huge plays down the field and has been an unreal merchant of tutties and really just chunk plays for Miami. And if Tua's healthy, this dude is likely going to be one of the best running backs in the league, if not the best. For my third running back, I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson. Any of these guys are interchangeable in the top three, in my opinion. And I'm saying Bijan at 3. He has unreal receiving upside. I mean, like, he can have a 2023 CMC season. He's extremely agile, makes big plays. This dude is unreal. He had a crazy 2024 season. If he keeps it up, this dude could easily be the RB1 without a doubt. For my fourth running back on this list, I'm going with Christian McCaffrey. Yes, he was injured all of last season, but he is just one of the most reliable running backs in my opinion. He's top 3 when he's healthy. He's a very similar back to Saquon. I believe they're pretty much the same running back, just different font. I mean, like, this dude is crazy when he's healthy. He's one of the biggest explosive playmakers on the field and really the heart and soul of that Niners offense. So if he's healthy, he is going to be a top 3 running back in fantasy this year. For the fifth guy on the list, I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs. He is very similar to Bijan Robinson and is one of the safest running back picks in all of fantasy football. Probably the safest pick in all of fantasy football. This dude is unbelievably consistent and has good numbers week in, week out. He always finishes really well. So no complaints with Jahmyr. For my sixth running back on this list, I'm going with James Cook. He quietly finished as the RB8 and has been on a tear during the 2024 season. He was really, really consistent during late weeks. He really put it together later in the season. Really no complaints. This dude is going to be a very, very solid running back, and I would take him really if he drops or maybe in the first round. I think James Cook is an easy sleeper pick. No one has talked about him, and he is going to be one of the best running backs during the 2025 season. Mark my words. For the seventh guy on my list, I'm going with Ashton Gianti. Yes, he is a rookie and is risky to put rookies up in the top 10 list, but he was a Heisman finalist and had unreal numbers in college. They're video game like, and if they are translated at the NFL level, he is going to be a top 5 fantasy running back and probably top 5 running back in general. For my eighth running back on the list, I'm going with Derrick Henry. He is a very old running back at, I believe, 30, 31. He is older, but he is arguably in the best rushing offense in the league alongside with Lamar. And I mean, like, he has only really gotten better in Baltimore, if I say so myself. This dude was really good last year. And, I mean, like, he is one of the best, and biggest explosive runners in the league. For the ninth guy on my list, I'm going with Josh Jacobs. He had a standout year in Green Bay last year and finished as the RB6. He was really killing it late in the year during 2024. And if he can just continue to, kill it in Green Bay, pick up where he left off last year, he is easily going to solidify his name as among the elites. For the 10th guy on my list, I'm going to go with Chase Brown. He had a slow start to the 2024 year, but still finished as the RB10, which is extremely impressive for where he started at. He completely kicked out Zach Moss out of that backfield and is arguably the best offense in the league. I mean, like, he is alongside stars, and he should very likely have a pretty convincing 2025 campaign. For the 11th guy on my list, I'm going to go with Breece Hall. As we've seen in recent memory, like running backs with Derrick Henry and Saquon, once they join a team with a QB with a run threat, I mean, like, they only really benefit from that system. And Justin Fields did join New York this offseason, who is a very good runner. And I really think, as Breece Hall had a disappointing 2024 campaign, finishing as the RB16, he can't really go down from there. I really believe he's only going to go up and probably have an RB10 finish, at least RB11. He should have a very good year. For the 12th guy on my list, I'm going with Kyren Williams. Even with Blake Corum in LA, Kyren's production has not slowed down significantly. He is still one of the best backs in the league, and his playmaking ability and just being a touchdown merchant like he is, he can easily still be a top 10 back. And with LA in full throttle, I really don't think he is going to slow down. For the 13th guy and last guy on my list, I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor. He's become like sneaky good and almost underrated now after being injured for a good chunk of 2022 and 2023. He had a very solid 2024 campaign and was really having elite production in some of his games and really looked like his 2021 self, I'd say. If he can really just keep it up, I mean, like, he is a great option for an everyday starter. Now for the next category, I'm going to go with running backs that I'm fading for the 2025 season. For the first guy on this list, I'm going to be fading Travis Etienne. He is an injury-prone back, and Tank Bigsby has been taking first-team reps at training camp and really took over last year after he got injured. His production was really down for 2024, although he was injured. There's really no guarantee on his role this year, so I would not be that confident in taking him. For the second guy I'm fading on this list is going to be Tyrone Tracy. Cam Scatterbo, who was a monster in college, fell to the Giants in the 4th round. This is pretty significant because Cam Scatterbo is likely to be the power back in the Giants offense and steal touchdowns from Tyrone Tracy. For the third guy I'm going to be fading on this list, it's Najee Harris. The 4th of July firework incident doesn't really help. There were rumors of him being traded even before that. And with Amarian Hampton taking all the first-team reps and Najee Harris not really practicing, I am not that confident in Najee Harris's ability to be an efficient running back this year. For the 4th guy I'm going to be fading on this list, it's going to be Aaron Jones. With the Jordan Mason trade, he is emerging as a really elite back, and they're set to split reps next year. And Aaron Jones is 30, Jordan Mason is 26, heading into his 4th year, coming off of his best year by far, and I only really see Jordan Mason really getting better. For the 5th and last guy I'm going to be fading on this list, it's Quinshon Judkins. Jerome Ford off-the-field issues and a weird QB situation make him just a really risky pick. I don't trust that Browns offense. So for the next category in this video and the last category, I'm going to be going over running backs that are rising in stock and are definitely sleeper picks and that you should be easily taking. So for the first guy on this list, it's going to be Amarian Hampton. No surprise here, in my opinion. He had a small sample size in the Hall of Fame game, but with everything going on with Najee Harris, trade rumors, the 4th of July incident, he's not in and everything. He's not in training camp. If Amarian Hampton really has one good game, I do not think the Chargers are going to look back. He is a young rookie versus Najee Harris, who is nearing veteran status. For the second guy on this list, I'm going to be going with Chuba Hubbard. He could easily have a top 10 finish. He's not the most mentioned name in videos, and I believe he could really be a first-round back in, like, the late first round or second round, third round. Whenever you can get him, he is a very, very good back and should not be overlooked. For the third guy I'm going with on this list, it's going to be Cam Scatterbo. He was an unbelievable running back at Sac State ASU. He was just an absolute monster. And yes, he is a slower back, but he is an insane power back and can break tackles easily. He should be a great chunk play running back for the Giants and nothing else. For the fourth guy on this list, I'm going to be going with Travion Henderson. The Patriots have really given up on Ramondre Stevenson, and Henderson is taking first-team reps at training camp. He's getting many passes, should be a great PPR option, and just a great option overall, so I would not skip on him. For the fifth and last guy on this list, I'm going to be going with Nick Chubb. Yes, Nick Chubb has had a rough injury history as of late. Yes, he is older, but he is on the Texans now and is going to be behind Joe Mixon, who is going to miss a few first weeks of the season, I believe. If he falls late, I'd be taking him as he is a very good rental, keyword rental, and I'd be trading him within the first couple of weeks. I would not keep him long term, but I consider him as, a good week 1, week 2 starter. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you like the video, just like and subscribe, and follow our Instagram and TikTok. I'll link it somewhere around this time. And, yeah, guys, thank you. Have a good one.